It was a cold evening when Emma boarded the last train home. She was exhausted from another draining day at her corporate job. Slumping into a seat by the window, she stared at her reflection, questioning the monotony of her life. At the next stop, a man in his early 40s sat across from her. He had a leather journal in his hands and seemed oddly at peace. His presence was quiet yet commanding. "Long day?" he asked, his voice calm. Emma hesitated but nodded. "Painfully long. Feels like every day's the same." The man smiled faintly. "I used to feel that way too. Until I realized I wasn't really living, just existing." She frowned. "What changed?" He opened his journal, showing her sketches of places. Mountains, streets filled with life, and serene beaches. "I quit my job and left the city. Started traveling with no plan. Just a desire to see the world." Emma scoffed, though not unkindly. "Not everyone can just drop everything and leave." "True," he replied, "but sometimes we make our own cages and forget we hold the key." He tore out a page with a beautiful sketch of a lighthouse and handed it to her. "The world's bigger than this train ride. Don't let fear keep you small." The train screeched to a halt. He stood, tipped his hat, and disappeared. Emma stared at the sketch, the lighthouse standing tall against crashing waves. For the first time in years, she felt a flicker of something, hope. Emma walked home, but her steps were different. There was a weight lifted, not from her body, but from her mind. The next morning, instead of the usual rush to get to work, she picked up her phone and searched for travel destinations. She'd start small, maybe a weekend trip. And so, with quiet determination, Emma made her first decision to stop waiting for life to change.